Welcome to the. I'm gonna read you. I'll leave that in.
You betcha.
Wel- Welcome to the second bonus episode of I'm a Goldfish podcast. I'm Jerome.
I'm Taylor.
So this is another one of the old podcasts that we filmed about a year ago. I don't know the date of this one because I didn't check it. I haven't even downloaded it yet, to be honest.
Wow. Slack in.
But we filmed this probably like maybe 2 months after the last one. And this episode of the Once a Year podcast, which is our bonus episode, this is the last one. Last time we have a bonus episode, at least that I can think of right now, unless we find anything else that we don't remember about.
Hidden in the vaults.
Yeah, the vaults of Taylor's anus.
Yes.
But moving on. So this episode, you will be hearing us tell, I believe we tell ghost stories, like a bunch of random stuff, like creepy stuff that happened in my room or like random stuff. And I think we get back into relationships with Willow, because any conversation with Willow eventually
Leads back
gets
to relationships.
oh, I was dating this guy and he put his finger in my butt or something. But yeah, so that's what you're going to hear in this episode. Enjoy. Welcome to the Once a Year podcast. I'm Jerome.
I'm Willow.
Were you slow for suspense?
Yeah.
Oh.
Taylor's a cunt.
Do you guys want to try to whisper for the entire podcast?
Whisper.
Yeah, this is the Whispercast.
I don't know how to
You're whispering right now. Don't make me call your fucking agent manager.
Agent man. Rebecca.
Shh. Alright, well, we have Jackson as a guest again, because he's an asshole.
Hi.
True. He just has to come over and Willow comes over, apparently. But, okay, I want to start off by telling Willow
we don't have to be so
and
close
Jackson a little ghost story that happened to me last night.
This is the fourth time I'm hearing this today. Today.
Today? Okay,
Today.
so last night.
Today or yesterday? I think it was today.
Last night, I woke up, and it was like 2 in the morning. I was very sleepy. I got up out of that bed. It was all down. Willow's miming again. I got out of bed. I went to the bathroom. I pissed. I came back in here, and I started laying down, and I was fixing the blankets to get on me because I was very cold. And I looked over in the corner over there, and there was a shadow, like, in the corner of my door that looked like a person just sitting there. But it was a shadow of them, and like I can see it moving. And for a second, I thought it was just my shadow me moving because I was fixing my blanket and stuff. But like I noticed it was the exact opposite way that I was facing. So I was like, oh my god. So then like I got up and started moving like towards my window to see if I could move on it and like see what it was. But like anything I did, you couldn't see my shadow on the door. So I was like, okay. So then as I was seeing that, I saw started leaning forward and it was like wiggling its head kind of and like its shoulders, and I was like, oh my god.
Jerome, you're fucking
no,
right.
I swear to God, I saw it move and I was like, what? And then like I just saw like kept moving stuff like that, but then it moves leans back as the shadow's fading away, and I was like, okay, if it's just something in my room, whatever. And then it comes back and it moves the exact same way. So I put in headphones, rolled over, and faced the wall and went to sleep.
Jerome, that did not happen.
Yes, it did. It scared the shit out of me.
This is legit how I'm gonna start my future horror movie. Because that sounds like something it sounds like something straight out of Insidious. Yeah.
It was fucking terrifying.
That's
because
why didn't you do something?
Like I told Taylor. Well, I was afraid I was gonna go try to tell Taylor, but I couldn't walk out my door.
He was gonna wake me up. He was gonna crawl out the window.
For a split second, I thought about going out my window. I was fucking scared, but
into bushes.
But it looked very.
It probably came from that vent.
Human-like.
Oh, I would have just peed. I would have just wet myself right then and there.
She's oh fuck, ghost. Oh, I'm peeing.
Yeah, but that's pretty much how it would go. I don't even know what I could do because sometimes I get scared when I close my eyes that there's a person right in front of me. So if I saw something that had
sometimes
some proof of that,
I'll be facing the wall while I'm sleeping or just laying down. And I'll hear a little noise, and I'll be like, oh my god, if I turn around, there will be a man behind me. so I'm like, I'm not going to turn around. I'm not going to do it.
See, I can't
and
do
then,
that.
I'll be sleeping. I'll be, half asleep, and I'll roll over, oh, fuck, if I open my eyes, he's going to be right there. And I open my eyes, I mean, nothing. I'm like, I'm just an idiot. And then, I hear, a noise in my closet, something move, and I'm like, he's in my closet.
Well, so you know how, my bed, you can see straight to my door, when you lay down?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have hooks on there to keep my jackets, and, I had this, black jacket, and it was probably
is it Mima's black jacket?
No. And it was probably 3 in the morning, and so the street lights were kind of in my room, and like, I looked over, like, I opened my eyes and I looked over at my door, and I saw, like, this black shadow, and it looked like a man that was just, like, hunched over right there, and I was like, oh my god, like, I got so scared, and then, like, I flashed my flashlight, and it was just my jacket, like, the way that it was, but I was literally so scared. I was like, oh my god, like, how do I get out of my, what would you do, like, because it's right there. Yeah, I would have been so freaked out.
Yeah, I was freaking out, and I was just sitting, like, I wanted to walk out, but I couldn't because it's in my door.
Did you try to talk to it?
No, I tried to record it, and then I realized it's dark in my room, so I can't record it.
What the hell would you have done, though? Like, what if that was actually, like, a demon or something, and you were like, hi, and it was like, sup, and it, like, waved at you,
I probably would
just see the
I would have
shadow.
shit my pants and been like, I would have, I don't know.
Okay, I'm freaked out.
I would have asked, like, are you here to kill me? And if he was like, yes,
Okay.
I would have been like,
I just got, like, this really scary thing, because, like,
see, the fucked up thing is if it is a demon, he's in my room right now or
Yeah,
something.
I was
It's a
just
criminal
thinking about
activity.
that.
He's hanging out in the attic with a picture of me as a little boy.
because my feet are on your floor, and there's, like, that gap between the sofa and the floor.
Oh, you think
and
it's
I
like
got
Doctor Who
really
and they're gonna
scared.
grab your
I
ankle?
was gonna grab my ankle.
Okay, well, fuck you, bitch, because
okay.
the heating pad is on the floor, and that's where my feet are being held.
What if
The
you just
demon's gonna,
felt
like, start pulling it away.
Stop.
Okay, there was one time I was at Brem's cousin's house, and there's a few people over there that, like, we went to school with, and we were all sleeping in the living room, and they kept, like, pulling pranks on me, like ghosts and stuff, but then what?
Everything's
You get
scared.
Dog.
Oh, the dog moved and get scared. Okay, so like they were pulling pranks and stuff, but then everybody was just. Oh, I thought a door
my
opened. That
I
scared the
know,
shit out
dog
of me.
sounds like that.
Okay, Lulu, can I get to my story?
Okay, next thing, like, a freaking doll's gonna fly out of the attic or something.
Okay, so but like we were all. I knew everybody was asleep. Lulu, I'm trying to tell a story here.
She's trying to add the creepy sound effects.
And so I was telling a story. I was sleeping and I woke up and I saw like a little face. Lulu was making it very hard to talk.
It's real funny.
Lulu,
I can see the struggle on your face.
telling a story here.
She's like, shit, sorry.
So I was laying down and I woke up and I saw like a person like look like they're almost like, you know, like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
I do.
Almost looked like that, but like with really long hair, like just standing on the floor, like by the front door, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then right when I saw that, they had a dining room table, every chair in it like scooted over that way, and I was like, "What?" Like I was like, "Oh, has to be them pranking." So I was like, "Brian," and I broke him up, and he's like, "Jerome, what the fuck?" I was like, "Every chair over there just moved." He's like, "Oh, I heard that. What are you guys doing?" I go, "There was nobody over there. The chairs just moved." And I go, like, "What kind of magic trick are you guys playing on me? Like, what is this?" And he's like, "Jerome, shut the fuck up. Go back to sleep." I was like, "No, they all moved." And I told them all this in the morning again, and nobody believed me. They were like, "No, the chairs didn't move. Blah, blah, blah. You didn't see anything." But I didn't sleep at all that night. Usually, if I'm hanging out with people, I find it very hard to sleep because I'll hear it. Like when we went to Jerome, and I was laying in the room, and I kept hearing.
And you shined flashlights on me to check if I was asleep. And then I woke up. Like, it was like, whoa, she woke up.
I didn't want to be the only one awake. I was terrified in the ghost hotel.
Yeah, same. And then you shined a flashlight on my face.
I had moaning Mauser next to me going, just while he's sleeping. But, like, I kept hearing, like, elevators go down and stuff like that. And, like, people pushing carts down the hall. But it could have just been on my head, but...
Yeah, I think you should just, like, probably, like, stop taking acid before you go to bed. And
You
then
know,
that might, like, help these, like,
that
weird
might actually
hallucinations.
help. I've been taking, like, 3 hits of acid every night before I go
I
to
was
bed.
like, oh, shit.
Just like, wow, you do acid without me?
I know.
Well, like, one time, okay, so me and Taylor were spending the night at my house, and we were downstairs in the kitchen, and I don't remember what we were doing. I think we were just getting food or something.
Yeah, probably. What
And
we
my-
always do.
And my mom was gone. Like, she was at the bar or something. And my brother wasn't home.
Typical Melissa.
And we were just, like, hanging out, talking and stuff. And then every single light in my kitchen, living room, hallway turned off at the same exact
And
time.
we had them all on because we were scared. We're home alone.
I was gonna
at
ask,
night,
but you
at
guys
this,
have
like,
every single light on
huge
in the house.
And
Like, I think it's huge. Compared to our house, it's huge.
and it wasn't,
So-
like, domino effect. Like,
I thought you were gonna say it's not like Domino's Pizza.
No,
It was
they're-
literally
it
just
wasn't
like,
easy.
boom. And we were like... So me and Taylor both scream and, like, huddle up against each other.
Mhm.
And we were like, what the fuck? Like, Oh my god! And so she grabs.
Don't you guys have like little? At least you did have recordings in your phone of you guys like running around being scared.
Yeah, we did.
I think I've seen those on my computer.
Recorded because we were like, if this is the last thing like that we do, we want it to be like viral.
And
Viral.
So the first thing she does is grab a knife, and like the first thing I do, we had Polar Pops from Circle K, and I grabbed mine. And so we didn't want to be in the house because we were
because
so
that's a weapon.
Yeah,
I could throw it on somebody.
It would freeze them
You got
to death.
slushy on me.
How are you gonna
Fucking
throw
bitch.
a slushie on a demon?
What if I didn't think it was a demon? I thought it was like a person in my house.
I thought it was like a killer, and like this is how he was gonna lure.
Oh, like
us
screaming
or
like,
something.
and then he calls you and he's like,
Like, cause you
"What's
know in
your
those like
favorite scary
bad
movie?"
horror movies when like the power shuts off and you're
Do
just,
I
like,
know bad horror movies?
then
You
you
let me
go-
pick out movies.
And then you go like out back to turn on the power,
Mhm.
and they're just like,
Did you guys do that?
"Hello, motherfucker."
Okay, you think
No.
we know how to turn back on the power?
Listen, so
She
we,
just described how to turn back on the power, so I'd hope so.
so then,
Where it at?
so we go out front, like literally just run out of my house, and I grab my phone, and we're sitting in my dad's truck.
Mhm.
Like we just are sitting in there like, well, we're gonna fucking die. I guess we'll just wait here until my mom gets home. And so I called her and I told her, and she was like, shut up, like I don't have time for this. And I'm like,
You don't have time for your daughter's about to die.
right? And so
Don't forget her like niece.
Taylor, no one cares about you.
I was there too.
Only Maggie or whatever your manager's name is cares about you.
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
I've said it like
Maggie.
6 times.
Sorry, Maggie,
Maggie?
Rebecca, what is the difference?
A lot.
Yeah,
Lots the
why don't you call
difference.
Rebecca and tell her she's an asshole?
I'll pull out my phone.
So-
Call someone named Maggie. Rebecca right now.
so we finally decided, we were like, let's just go in there, like walk around.
Are you calling someone? Oh.
Let's just like walk around, check all the rooms, and like make sure that there's nobody fucking trying
Nobody
to kill
in the
us.
house.
And so
You open the bathroom, he's like, okay, hold on, I'm pissing.
so we go in there,
I would've slept
and like
outside.
you know how like in scary movies everybody like walks in, they're like, hello, and like everybody like laughs and is like, why the fuck are you trying to talk to them? But like
Yeah.
it makes sense. It's like, because you say hello because like maybe it's somebody you know, and you're like,
Yeah.
yo, what's up?
Mhm.
And so I was hoping, you know, like my brother would be like, haha, I got you bitches, but he wasn't home. And so like we walked,
I don't know.
Why'd you have to whisper that?
right?
Where was I?
I don't know, where was I?
I don't know.
Wherever.
To
Probably-
the bar,
Going at.
probably.
Probably across the street at your friend's house.
And
Probably.
so and so we walked back in, and weren't all the lights turned back on?
Yeah, they were.
Oh
They
my
were all on.
God.
And so I was like, there's fucking somebody in my house. Like, somebody is in my house and we're gonna die. So we went upstairs, and we were recording all of this. Taylor was recording.
And Snapchatting. As one does when they're about to die.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were, like, we checked every single room, under the beds, in the closets. And, like, there was nobody, obviously, in my house. But it was so weird because,
That
like,
we knew of.
That you
Taylor,
knew of.
fuck you.
Probably still in there hiding.
Yeah, Yep,
he's
he's
still,
still in
there.
there.
They're in the spare bedroom.
and this was, like,
That's where they live.
2 years ago. So, yeah, he's still here.
Maybe it was Mauser. He was talking to you guys. Didn't you guys like think for a second it was Mauser? Or was that a different time? Oh no,
That
that
was a different
that was
time.
that was
We
happened
were-
to us at Mima's house once
We
too.
were like legit. Okay, we were like trash talking him like huge.
Oh yeah, by
We
the
were
trampoline,
complaining
huh?
so much, yeah. And we were just laying on the trampoline, and then I get a text message that's just like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you," from him, and I was like,
And then
"He's in your bushes."
And we were in our backyard, and we heard, like, in
Wrestling.
the bushes, like, on the other side of our fence, and we were like, what the fuck? And so we didn't even know how to answer his text message. We were like,
I think we went inside. Not to
Is
let
that the
him
night that
out.
he sent you all those pictures?
Yeah, he would only communicate through pictures, and I was like, "Got it."
No, he's the strangest person in the world to text.
Yeah.
Like he sends you pictures to communicate, or he sends you like a fucking book to read.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was Jackson or not, but so one time me and Michael were in my living room, no, in my kitchen, and we were sitting at, like, the island that's in there, and so we heard the front door open, and we were like, Jack, like, and he wasn't there, and we were like, oh, maybe he just went out front. And so we looked in the backyard, and he was in the backyard, and we were like, oh, okay, like, whatever. And then the door that we have in our kitchen that just swings back and forth,
Yeah.
swung open, and then just, like,
That would scare the shit
and then
out of
just
me.
That was
slowly
good.
swung, and
time.
So I'm sitting closest to the door, and so I
Mhm.
jump up, and Michael runs over and pushes me towards the door. And I was like, oh, thanks, Michael. And so he grabs a knife, and he's literally like about to cry. He was so scared. He was
Oh
like,
my God.
oh my God, who was that? And I was like, it wasn't Jackson. Like, Jackson's out back. I don't know. It wasn't my dog, I hope, because... And then we heard footsteps going up the stairs, like, not just like footsteps, like boom, 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 boom. And I was like,
Did you guys run and go look?
well,
Run and go look.
At the stairs, because they're right by the swinging the door. It's right there.
That's true. I
And-
get so scared though.
and I was like, what the hell? I was like, this has to be my brother messing with us, because, like, what? And so we go, like, to the bottom of the stairs, and we, like, look up, and the spare bedroom door slams shut. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, okay, my mom's here, bye. Like, and I
He
was,
just leaves you?
and I was like, what? And he's like, no, but, like, I'm scared as fuck right now. Like, what's going on? And so we walk up there, and we look in the spare bedroom, and there's nobody in there.
Jesus
No
Christ.
animals or anything.
So then you guys leave the house? Because I would have
No,
been out of
just-
there.
Jackson walks in, and we were like, Jackson, were you fucking with us? Like, what did you do?
Let me guess, he was like, no.
Yeah,
I didn't fuck with you,
I was
Willow.
like, I was out back.
I was just out back smoking cigarettes, throwing footballs, you know, me being Jack.
So, like, I don't know, but it was
Okay.
some scary shit.
Okay, that was me. I actually jumped off the balcony a few times.
Oh yeah, I taught him how to do that.
You taught him.
I did.
Yeah.
Cause
Jump
one
off the
time,
balcony.
one time
What,
that
you had
we had
bought this out?
we had Willow's.
No, see,
it
the
was
thing
Will-
is, I believe you. That's so stupid.
it was an accident. It was Willow's. It was Willow's
an
birthday
accident.
party. We were over there, and for some reason I got locked down on the balcony, and I was like, well, fuck this. I'm not stuck up here. So I just jumped off, and the parents told me
I'm
like,
pretty sure that's
they're-
where the jail was.
they're oh yeah, that's what it was. And I broke out of jail. We played cops and robbers. And
well, no, you
I
broke out of jail only because me and Mauser weren't allowed to be alone. And
Is
so
it?
you-
Yeah,
so you jumped up.
Yeah, I jumped off the balcony.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think I remember that.
I really hurt my ankle. You know, I hurt my ankle a lot.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
was it
brittle
was
bone.
it the night I hurt my ankle when we ding dong ditched that guy's house and then you and Brian jumped into the pool or not jumped into the pool, jumped over the fence and like cleaned up the
was.
pool?
It was.
That was a strange night. But that was the Mega Mattress Monday.
Yeah.
You
No, yeah.
you should tell the story of you and Brian's like your guys'
Okay.
perspective of what happened that night,
So,
starting from like ding dong ditching the house.
So there's this one house it was like down the street from our grandma's, and it's on the corner. And we go and well, I didn't go because I'm me. But so they
didn't go because I'm me.
They went and they ding dong ditched it, and then I forgot how it ended up. But we ended up walking around and everything, right?
Yeah, no one came out or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like something didn't nothing really happened when we ding dong ditched it.
Yeah.
But so we're walking around, and like we're all in a group, and we're walking past the same house, and then we just hear him yell, "Do it! I dare you!"
You
or
do it
something.
again, I dare you.
Yeah, do it again, I dare you. And I was like, what the fuck? But like Jerome had already ran
I saw
down
him come out.
to the, like
I saw him come out the house. I
Yeah, we
tripped
had
off the
no
sidewalk,
idea.
felt like I broke my ankle, and ran back to the house.
yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh my god, what the hell is happening? And I'm just with
I was like, fuck everybody,
like
I'm
your
out.
friends, and you're running away from us. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I see Brian and Mauser split up and go into different ways. I was like, Brian. So I followed Brian, and so I ran after him and everything. And so first we hid behind this like bush that was on like the corner or whatever.
Mhm.
And so we're sitting there, and then Brian said the guy was like big and everything. So I was like, well, crap, like that scares me. And I was like, I'm so like scared right now, like I'm gonna like wet myself again.
Taylor's
And
always pissing herself.
So I got so scared, but so then we like ran like around like the neighborhood and everything, and there was like that sign that shows like that this is the neighborhood or whatever or something like that.
Yeah, like the cross sign. When
Maybe
the
I'm
bottom
making that up. I don't know. We hid behind a sign, and then as we're hiding, we see.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
we see.
It's just like welcome to whatever.
Well,
Like the one that said like Cove by Macy's old house.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but we hid behind the sign, and then mommy and daddy. Mommy and daddy.
Mommy and Daddy.
That shows a lot about me. But so we drove by, and we were like, okay, only Jerome's home.
Yeah, I'm on the phone with Mauser, and he's like, oh my god, the guy chased me. I don't know what to do. But I was like, well, I'm in the house, so just get back to the house.
What's so funny too is like, so he's new to that neighborhood, and we just left him. But
that was like maybe the second or third time he's been in that neighborhood.
Yeah, and then
little did we know he'd be sneaking over there a lot later in his life.
Yes, a lot. But so I followed. Oh my god! But we got real scared because mommy and daddy were just gonna find it like just you there. So we were like, what the hell? So we just like slowly followed behind the car, like running behind the car as they were going. And then Brian.
You guys going bum 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 bum.
No, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna die, we're dead. Oh my god, we're so much trouble. Everything. And then so Brian hopped the fence, and I was like, well, I can't hop the fence. Like, sorry. But so I was like, you just like clean up or whatever, and then I'll go around and I'll just walk around because that'll be like the same amount of time or whatever. So then I walk around.
While you guys are picking up, like, I was facing the front door of the house, and there's a huge window like right behind me showing the pool in the backyard. So I'm standing there like waiting for my parents to walk in. You're gonna be like, oh, they went for a walk or something. I don't know. And right when they walk in, all of a sudden they go, my mom goes, oh, hi. She goes, oh, Taylor and Bram are picking up. And I was like, what? And I turn around, and they're both picking up the pool. I was like, oh, yeah, they're cleaning up. We're going to watch a movie. And I was on the phone with Mauser, and he's like, you tell them about, because we went to the park earlier. They knew that, or we went to the grassy knoll or something. They're like, tell him I'm down there. Tell him I dropped my knife. But he's always dropping his knife in these stories. No one's ever going to believe him, except for the time he did drop his knife. And the police showed up. But that's a whole nother story.
That is.
But he's like, tell him that. So then like 2 minutes later, he came back, and we all laid in our mattresses, and then we lived happily ever after.
Did we?
No,
I don't remember that.
I don't remember what happened the rest of the night, but we all laid on the mega mattress Monday that we got.
But remember the week later we all spent the night again, and then we ding donged that same.
It wasn't a week later. It was a while
It was
later.
a couple months afterwards.
Yeah.
We ding donged him, and then we got his crazy son.
Oh my god.
And
so
I was tell that one?
No,
we haven't.
No.
We've just told the story a lot.
So
it's
the
hard to
biggest
tell.
part I remember about this story is I was in the bathroom taking a poop, and all of a sudden Mauser's like, Jerome, someone's here, and I was like, what the fuck, really? So I finish, I get up, and I like have the door twisted, like about to open it, and all of a sudden the guy started banging on the door, and I was like, oh my god, and I closed. Mauser's like, well, it's the guy we dinged on dish. I was like, well, that would have been good to know. I thought you meant someone was just knocking on the door.
Okay, so we were all hanging out in the garage, which, why?
I think because we don't want to be too loud so that they wake up. Because we wanted to mess around.
There was literally like, there was like 7 dogs in the house that night, and like
because that was the night your mom told Mauser to go pick up your dogs.
And we took my dad's truck.
Yeah, that was so weird.
Yeah, and so there was like 7 dogs, and then it was my grandma and my mom was sleeping on the couch in the middle of the house, like in the living room. Okay,
drunk as fuck, like passed out
they
drunk.
They were wasted.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously they were wasted. They told him they could pick up their dogs.
That's true.
And so then we were all in the garage, and we like had it cracked open. Because it was hot as fuck in there. And we were like, maybe the hot air outside will cool it down. And so, I remember, like, we were all sitting in the driveway because Jerome was like, let's ding dong ditch. Or somebody, like, suggested that we ding dong ditch.
Me or Mauser, someone did.
It was probably Jackson because he always wants to ding dong ditch. And so...
It could have been you and Mauser, though, thinking, like, oh, this guy was crazy last time. Let's get
that's
him
true.
cuckoo again.
So they ding dong ditched him. And I don't think they came running back. They just walked back because nobody
answered the door.
And so, but what was weird, it was like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was very late.
It was real late.
Her neighbors, there's this neighbor that lives down the street from her, and we call him Turkey.
Yeah, we used to play with him when we were children, but little did we know he grew up to be an asshole.
We didn't really play with him.
We mostly hid from him and called him Turkey, which is probably why he doesn't like us. I didn't think about that, but
that kind of makes it sound like bullies.
Yeah, well, we would play hide and seek, but he was usually it. And then when he found us, we for some reason call him Turkey. I don't remember why.
Yeah.
Well, because he called me Goose.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. He was like
Goose, and you're like Turkey.
Yeah.
No.
That was so stupid.
That was real stupid.
And so he was sitting in the neighbors, like they have like
a
swing.
He was sitting in a different people's
like not his house, like
just
like on their.
No, he's waiting for his friends.
Yeah, he was just. As far as we know,
because
he was just sitting there on their porch.
Yeah, we asked him what he was doing, and he's like waiting for my friend at fucking 1:30 in the morning on somebody's porch. Okay, and so
because we know those kids too, we know he doesn't live there.
Yeah. And so we so then nobody ever came by, and then Jerome went to go take a shit.
Yeah.
Taylor went inside to
I
go
don't know
do
what I was
something.
doing.
And then Jackson went inside. So it was just me and Mauser in the garage.
Ooh,
And
that's
this-
where it all started.
No, this is when
This
we
is the
fucking
secret
hated
origin.
him. And we were just like talking, and I went to go get a drink, and I see like he's not even wearing shoes. This guy's just wearing socks, and I just see him like slowly walk up to the garage, and like his feet just like you could just see his feet because it's cracked, and then he bangs on the garage, and Mauser was like,
Didn't he say
Yeah.
like hello or something?
yeah, he was like, yeah, and the guy was like, get the fuck out here, and he was like, no, and he's like, don't ever fucking ding dong ditch my house again. And then Taylor comes out, and I was of course, because I guess in situations where I get scared, I just sit there and stare
Yeah,
at the situation.
she freezes a lot when she gets
And
scared.
I was just like staring.
I've
at
seen her
him.
play paintball.
True.
And
Oh my god, so true. But yeah, I walked into the garage and they were just like, can you imagine? I was just walking in there and the guy was just banging on the garage, and then Mauser's just like, close the garage, close. And I was like,
and it was a censored
Whoa.
garage, so if you stuck something, it could go all
It
the
would
way
have opened up. Thank God.
And so he had his feet there, and and like so Taylor was like shutting it, and then Mauser told him to move his feet. He's like, move your feet, and I was like, why? He's not gonna do that now.
Yeah.
And so then and then we shut it, and then we turned off the light, and then we go inside, and we thought he would just like leave, and then we kind of see him because the spare bedrooms look out into the front yard, and so we watched him walk past these 2 spare bedrooms into the front door, and like he starts banging on the front door.
He's
and
banging on the
loud
door
as
and
hell.
ringing the doorbell.
and again,
and this is the same room that her mom and our grandma was Mima on
no,
the couch.
she
No.
was
Yeah,
she was asleep in her bedroom.
Oh, so just
But-
her mom was.
And then so then
sleeping
that
on-
made like all 7 of the dogs
Yeah,
start barking.
literally
All
there
of a
was
sudden,
like
which-
7 dogs.
so then that happened for like 10 minutes. Not a single adult woke up.
Yep, none of them.
None of them woke
And
up.
so
So we were
we
like,
were-
okay. So we're just. He's like, come outside.
We're like
I'm gonna
freaking
fucking
out.
fight you. And he's
So
like
all
pounding
of
on
us-
his chest, all this stuff, and we're like, oh, well, we're not
He
going
was
out
crazy.
there.
He was like,
And Willow's
all
like,
of us had
"Your age
different
now."
Willow-
reactions. Like I
yeah.
wanted to call the cops.
Yeah,
I was
Willow
like,
grabbed the
"Like-"
phone.
I had to stop her from.
Willow's
calling
like,
the
I'm calling the
cops.
cops right now. Jackson's like, I'm gonna fucking stab him. Like, Jackson, you're not gonna stab him. We ding dong ditched his house. He's like, yeah, so I don't care.
Mauser and him both wanted to kill him. Jerome was just like, just fucking ignore him and he'll leave. And Taylor was like, I don't even know what you were doing.
I think I was mostly just trying to get you to put down the phone. I figured as long as we're inside, like it doesn't really matter. We just like need to get him the fuck away from the door
Well,
so
because-
Melissa doesn't wake up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we knew that we would be fucking killed if she found out
Mhm.
we ding dong ditched.
Me
And
and
so-
Mouse wanted to like stab
Yeah,
him.
Melissa
he
wanted to
kept
go out
on-
and fight too.
He kept on going up to the
Which I almost
windows.
accidentally had to fight the guy when I
Because
opened
you
the door.
opened the door. You were so clueless.
I just thought someone was knocking on the door.
Up
it's
at
1
2
in the
o'clock in the
morning?
morning.
Hello.
But so we whatchamacallit? So he kept on going up to the windows and like yelling at us because we would go up to
Yeah.
the windows and just
'Cause
like
he would
be
look
like
at us.
fucking leave, like,
Yeah, like we're not gonna go out there. Just go home.
and then he would.
And then maybe after 20 minutes.
I wonder if he thought we were like just living in this house alone. Because
Probably,
no
yeah.
adults came out.
Because like
And-
after a while, Melissa finally woke him. We're like, someone's at the door. She's like, he'll go away.
She's like, just tell him to leave. And I was like,
We tried.
I should try that.
Meanwhile, every dog is like, cause like the dogs when they get excited, they like to grab the pillows, and of course she's
yeah.
like sleeping with the
Yeah,
pillows.
so they're ripping
So
the pillows
they're
out from
ripping the
underneath
pillows
her.
out from under her, jumping on the couch, like going everywhere, like going out the doggy run, and like
Yeah.
like through our grandma's bedroom, barking, and nobody like woke up, and so I guess eventually he left. I don't know what.
Yeah,
made
I
him
don't
leave.
really remember.
Because we refused to go out there
Yeah,
because
so we
why?
really
Yeah, why
had
would
nothing
we?
to-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember like him leaving and like being like, thank
Yeah,
God we didn't
I don't-
die.
Well,
I
I thi-
just
I
like
think-
it's just like
I
blank.
think it's because like I grabbed the phone and I was like, I'll call Brian. I'll see what he says. So we called him. We were in the like back spare bedroom because Melissa said, just go away. He'll go away. So we walked away. It took a while to get Jackson and Mauser to actually go away. So they just kept staying there. So we all went in the bedroom. We called Brian. Brian was like, "Oh my god, that's fucking crazy." Told him the whole story that we just told on here. All the stuff. And Brian's like, "We're like, would you find him?" Brian's like, "Fuck no, just leave. He'll go away." So then we walked over. He's like, "Was he still there?" We walked over, and I think that's when he left. I think he was gone.
Okay.
Like, when we
Oh,
weren't
and I
looking.
think we should clarify too. This isn't the same guy that chased us. It's
Oh yeah,
his like
it
son.
was his son. Yeah,
Like he was
Which
like
is-
20.
which is
maybe
funny
18.
because like 2 years later, it was Halloween, and me, Bram, and Mauser, we all went trick or treating just normally, and we went and all had morph suits, I believe, and we went to their house and we didn't care. We got candy; they couldn't see who we were. But then we went and Mauser was dressed up as we went twice the same night, and Mauser was dressed up kind of like a pimp, and me and Brian had on like these hula skirts and stuff. That was
Ladybug.
yeah, that was your
Bumblebee.
guys's
Real girly outfits.
in the closet. We just took those. Yeah, well, it'd be funny. And we went to that house, and the sister opened up this time, which the brother did the first time. Sister did the second time, and they obviously sister didn't see us before, but she saw us and she said, "Wow, you guys fags?" And we're like, "No, we're just doing this to be funny and all this stuff." And she's like, "Oh, you guys are fags," and she only gave Mauser candy. Didn't give me and Brian candy because we were dressed up like
God.
girls. We were like,
Oh
fuck
my
you. And then she
God.
just closed the door on us and we're like, wow, what a bitch.
Good thing we did not ditch her. We tried to sell Girl Scout cookies to them too, but they wouldn't buy.
Oh my god, do you,
Can't
if this is, I don't know if we should say this. I'm going to say it anyways. We can cut it out later if I shouldn't. Do you remember when we walked over to their house and we were going to cut their power? Do you remember that?
No.
I don't know if it was just me and Mauser or what, but we walked over there and we
No.
cut something.
I remember the dog was like right at the door and everything, and we could see the
Oh,
man
yeah.
like sitting
And
in the chair.
we kept like walking up, the dog would bark, and like Mauser wanted him to see
wanted
it.
to like flash him his like balls or whatever.
He did, I think. Yeah, he walked up the
Oh,
door. I
he
dared
might
him
have.
to. I completely forgot about that.
I don't know if he
We
did
fucked
it
with that guy way too
or
much.
if he wanted to. Yeah, but he was like, "Guys, I'm gonna go show him my balls," and stuff like that. And I was like, "What the fuck?" So when the dog
I was like, "No,
barking
you
and
won't."
freaking
And he's
out,
like,
the
"Yeah, I
guy
will." I was
got
like, "I
up.
dare you," and he went up and did it.
Yeah.
Why does he always have the need to like show people his balls?
What
He,
did he
like,
show
is
you?
weird.
Oh, he showed me his balls the first time I stood out of his
Yeah.
house. Okay.
Oh my
There's a whole
God.
story. There's a reason why he did it. It's not a good reason, but there's a
okay.
reason why
Yeah,
he did
I
it.
don't.
I thought he was just
Okay,
like,
Unless
so the
like,
background of
sex
this
followed,
is,
I don't
like,
think there's
It's like 3
much
months.
reason.
3 months before I went to Mauser's house, I was at Bram's cousin's house again. This is a different house though. There's no ghosts in this one, I think.
think.
So that time, we just figured out you spray axe in your hand, you can light your hand on fire. So then I started lighting my butt on fire and I started lighting my farts on fire. But then one
As
time
one does.
I was pulling down my pants because they thought I was careless. We used to film it for like Stuntmania and stuff.
I've seen.
So I pulled down my pants to light my butt on fire, but I pulled it down a little too far, and I showed Brian, his cousin, my dick and my pubes, and just like everything was out, and it was an accident. And
Did you accidentally pull it?
they're just laughing, and I was like, yeah, well, you don't have to tell anybody about this. And then a month later, Brian tells Mauser about it next. Like Mauser thinks it's hilarious. Well, like, so then like after he tells him that, of course, the next day I go to his house, and I'm at Mauser's house, and I'm sitting on like the floor. He has got a bunk bed. He's on except the bottom bunk's like a futon. So he's sitting on the couch of the bed, and I'm like right in front of him on the floor, and he goes, "Hey, Jerome." So I turn around, and when I turn around, he's got his pants his basketball shorts pulled down to where it's just covering his dick, but all his pubes are hanging out. And I was like, "Oh my god!" And then later, like a while later, he had his sister take a picture of him bent over, spreading his butt cheeks, so I saw his butthole and his ball sack.
Oh my god. There's no
But like,
I
the-
can assure you none
I
of my
get-
friends have seen
I
my
get why he did that because
butthole.
I think that's funny. Like he took the picture. I don't think his sister. I thought that him taking that picture because he put it on like right. Remember when Thumb came out?
Yeah.
He put it on there, and so everybody had to see it. So I was like, okay, that's funny. People have to see your butthole randomly. That's actually funny. But what was fucked up is that he asked his sister, and his sister was like, oh yeah. So he bent over, spread his cheeks, and his balls were hanging out.
I would never
And his
do
sister
that
was
to
like,
you.
oh my god, that's so funny, Dilly.
Dilly.
But
Did she call him Dilly?
No, I just said that right
I
now.
was like, that makes it 10 times worse.
But well, like, is there any situation where Jackson could ask you like, "Hey, can you take a picture of my asshole?" You're like, "Yeah, of course not."
No,
course, Jack.
but I remember one time when I
Oh God.
What the?
Where's this going?
we were walking home from school, and Jackson threw an orange at the back of my head.
So you took a picture of his
And so
asshole.
I-
Pissed me off.
And so I turned around and I just grabbed him by the shoulders and kneed him right in the balls. And he fell to the floor and was like crying.
I was in the middle of the street too.
And he was like, "Oh my god, you hurt me." And then I was like, "Fucking get up, you pussy!" Like, and so like, I finally got him up and like took him home. And then he was still crying about it, and I was like, "Oh my god, like shut up!" And then he told my dad what happened, but he forgot to leave out the part where he threw an orange at the back of my head. And so I told my dad that, and he's like, "Oh, well, you deserved it, Jackson." And then he calls my mom, and he's like, "Mom, Willow need me in the balls." And then, and then so my mom was like, "Willow, I cannot believe you, blah, 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 blah." And then, my dad was like, "Well, I think he deserved it. Like, he threw an orange at the back of her head." And then she was like, "I don't care. She could have seriously hurt him." And then he was in my bathroom, and I'm just, like, laying on my bed, doing my thing, like, on Instagram or whatever.
Doing your thing.
She's masturbating.
That's what I was thinking.
And then, he walks in with no shorts on, his dick and his balls completely out, and points to his balls and is like, "You fucking scratched my balls."
Oh my god, that's not where I thought that was going.
Same. I thought he was gonna like prank you or something.
Oh my god.
And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "You need me in the balls, and my balls are fucking scratched." And I was like, "What?" Like, I did not scratch your balls. Like, my knee is not sharp. It did not scratch your balls. And he was like, "You fucking scratched my balls." He was dead ass about it too. I was like, "Jackson, no, I didn't." And he's like, "Fucking look at it." And I was like, "I'm not gonna look at your balls. Like, put your dick away."
Oh my god.
And so still to this day, he tells people that I scratched his balls when I need him in the balls.
Do you really?
No. Like maybe about like 2 weeks, for 2 weeks I'd be telling people, and then after that,
Yeah, he'll go to school.
like,
Yeah,
like-
so my sister.
My
My
sister.
My sister.
the book.
And he's just like walking around like,
Hey.
"Oh, my sister scratched my balls."
Hey
Like,
Jackson, did she scratch your balls when you jumped into the pool?
Oh my god!
Are
Tell
you gonna
that
tell
story.
this
You want to tell this
What?
story?
I don't remember this one.
We'll end the podcast on this story. So, we were all swimming in our grandmother's pool, and I don't know why. I thought it'd be funny if I ripped off Jackson's swim shorts. Sometimes I like to randomly do that. Not in a weird way.
Pedophilia is a
Not
good
in a
thing.
weird way. So I did it, and I threw his shorts out of the pool. But instead of going and get them, he just runs around naked because he doesn't care.
He was little too.
Yeah, he was.
So that helped.
He was little, but he
was
old enough to know that, like,
littler.
I should probably put my shorts back on. But I was old enough to know I shouldn't rip his shorts off. But anyways,
Okay.
he's running around, and he's at some point in the by the deep end of the pool where Willow's at,
Mhm.
and he jumps in, like, spreads his legs. His penis flies right into Willow's mouth, like best shot he's ever had in his life of anything, right in Willow's mouth.
Anything.
Like, he got his first blowjob from his sister right then. And she had braces too, so I was so hoping. Well, I mean, I didn't hope at the time. I didn't know what happened, but I wished afterwards that his dick got caught in her braces, so then he'd just be hanging out of her mouth.
Oh my god. And like our mom watched the whole
Yeah, our mom
thing
mom watched her niece and nephew get a
and
blowjob.
Will ran inside.
I
and was
literally
yelling.
I literally ran inside and told everybody, and everyone was. They were watching like some SNL thing, and they were like, "Shh, Willow, shut the fuck up! You're so dramatic."
He's like, his dick was in my mouth. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, so whatever. His dick's in my mouth all the time, Willow.
And so I literally went into the bathroom and put soap in my mouth and washed my mouth out with soap.
What tastes better, soap or his dirty dick?
Soap.
On the bright side, good thing he was in the pool, because at least that killed some of the germs that were on
And
his
then-
penis.
I made the mistake and I had a sucker afterwards, and everyone was like,
Like, didn't you already have a sucker?
"Yeah." So
Alright, well, I think that's a good note to end the podcast on, is sisters blowing their brothers. Hopefully we'll do this podcast again before 2016. This could be the last podcast, though,
Oh,
of
that's true.
2015. Unless maybe we do one on Christmas or something. But
So we lied. We did it twice this year.
we did it twice a year, yeah. Now I'm going to have to change the name Twice a Year podcast. No.
Yeah.
We probably won't see Willow again for
Everything's
another
screwed
year.
And I was supposed to be the once in a lifetime.
Yeah, Jackson was the
once
one-time
in a
guest.
lifetime.
Well,
Once
this-
in a lifetime
This
guest.
time he was more of a guest than last time. Last time he was an audience.
Yeah, he at
so
least
it's
talked
like-
a little bit in this. Although he
transitional.
he said like 2 things in the beginning of last podcast. Now this one he talked at the end. Probably next
If
time he'll
they
talk in the
heard.
middle. I don't know where to talk after that.
I'll talk in the whole thing.
Lulu was a guest too with her little squeak. I wonder if you can
Yeah.
hear her squeaks. All right, well I'm gonna end this podcast so we can be done rambling.
Peace out, bitches.
You guys just finished the Once a Year podcast with Taylor King, Jerome Thomas, Willow Addison, and now it's a Goldfish podcast.
Jackson was I missed it. Jackson was a
Jackson
ghost.
was a guest
He was a ghost.
again.
I think he didn't say a single word though, except for saying, "Hi, I'm Jackson." If
Yeah, I think
I
so.
remember correctly. But yeah. So thanks for listening to that other podcast. That's the last bonus podcast you'll ever get on this channel ever.
Ever.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, thanks for watching or listening. I wanted to let you guys know that the next podcast we're going to do is going to be this Friday. We will have an episode of I'm a Goldfish out, and we will be reviewing, the main topic of the podcast will be us reviewing Suicide Squad. So get pretty hyped up for that. We're pretty excited to go see that. And not possible, but we might have a special guest on the podcast with us. I'm not going to name him yet, but now you know it's a guy.
Yes.
We might have a special guest on the podcast reviewing it with us. But yeah, so stay tuned to listen to our podcast on Friday to, hear us talk about Suicide Squad. I believe that's everything, right? That's it. They listen to our podcast. They hearing us now talking in their ear
Still.
about random stuff.
Might have already clicked off.
They probably clicked off the second they heard us go, "Welcome to I'm a Goldfish podcast." That's all everybody
In your
ever
weird
hears.
voice, yeah.
Yeah, that's my intro voice. But yeah, thanks for listening. Come back on Friday at a certain time. And we will do you're do a podcast.
Speaking is a skill for some people.
Hey, maybe you come back. Maybe I'll talk better.
Maybe.
The more people that come
Maybe
back,
not.
the more I'll talk better.
The more you practice talking.
Yeah, I'll just stay in here and be like, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. But yeah, so let's end this before we turn this into another podcast. Thanks for listening to the I'm a Goldfish podcast. You can listen to this on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, therealplika.com. Go to Plika. You watch some fun videos that me and Taylor have done. Also, I forgot to say, I snapped my finger. I don't know if you heard that I just finished reading Batman: The Killing Joke, and I'm not saying that for no reason. We're gonna do a video on Plika, or maybe a bonus podcast. You guys don't know, but I'm dancing while I say this. But we're gonna do a bonus. We're gonna do a video on Plika or bonus podcast. Even though I just said maybe no more bonus podcasts. I lie. But most likely we're just gonna do a video on Plika where we're gonna be watching the new animated movie Batman: The Killing Joke. We're probably gonna do that tomorrow. So if you want to watch that or listen to it, either keep an eye out on I'm a Goldfish or keep an eye out on Plika on YouTube, and there'll be a video or a podcast about that somewhere. If you want to listen to it, I doubt you want to hear it that bad. We're going to keep checking the channels. But if you want to, go to that. That's the last thing I'm saying. Goodbye.